Well, good morning, everybody. This is super last minute. I kind of just planned this impromptu, so I know it'll take a few minutes for anybody to trickle in. So for the replay crew, hi, good morning, good evening, whichever it may be where you are. For me, currently right now, it is 8:23 in the morning, so it is definitely good morning here. Sorry, my computer wants to yell at me. So good morning from Callie and Sabrina and me. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to pop in, say hi. I've got a little time to pass by until a little time to pass by until I got to make some phone calls. But so I decided I would come on here and spend some time with you guys. I do see I have one person watching. I'm not sure who it is yet. So good morning or good evening or whichever it is. Hope you're all doing good. Anyway, I don't really have a lot to talk about this morning. I just mostly wanted to, like I said, I really want to start streaming more. And it's actually easier for me, sorry, either late at night or in the morning because that's when my little one is either sleeping or at school. So, I try not to put her face on camera. So, anyway, but, I hung out for a little, I did come and hang out for a little while last night. So, if y'all want to go back and watch that stream, you can definitely do that. I'm guessing most people a lot of people are probably still not even up yet. I am not a morning person, guys. I am not. I am a night owl if there ever was a night owl. So, anyway, Sabrina, you got anything to say? She's not talking, which is unusual because Sabrina usually has a lot to say. Her nickname is Chatty Cathy. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a 4-day weekend here. We had for the kids, they were out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so they just went back to school today, and I just realized that I didn't take the garbage out. That's an odd thing to realize in the middle of the stream. Anyway, so also I do have a stream scheduled for Thursday evening, so I'll hopefully be hanging out with you a few times this week. Hey, Sandy, how are you this morning? Thank you for popping in. But anyway, like I said, I just decided, I got to make a phone call around 9, or doesn't have to be an exact time. That's just when the business opens. So I figured I would try to hang out with you guys for a while. And right now it's just me and Sabrina, and she has a new bald spot. I don't like that. Well, Sandy, what's the weather like where you are, Sandy? Is it cold? I mean, I'm sure it's cold I know you're way up north, but what's the temperature there this morning? Here it is cold. It's cold. I know that. It is, well, oddly, it's the same thing it was last night when I checked it. Looks like it's 29 and feels like 30 and feels like 27. It finally updated. Oh, I think Sabrina and the other ones should be glad they're indoor cats. They don't have to go out in the cold. They get to stay in here where it's warm. But anyway, 40 degrees, that's not bad. Y'all are actually warmer there. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? But yeah, especially if that's not so bad. Sorry, she's warm. My face is cold from being outside. She's warm. I just got home from taking the little one to school. We overslept just a little bit this morning. Not too bad, but at least we got there in time. Fahrenheit, yeah, thank you. You know what, Sandy, as soon as I said that, I thought 40 Celsius is kind of hot, if I remember right. But, like I said, not really much to report this morning. Nothing much has changed since last night. I've been running. Right now, I'm running my my stream under my other account. Well, hi, New Horizons. Thank you, and I appreciate you coming in. Welcome. And yes, this is Sabrina here, Sandy. That the one behind me is Callie. That's I know you probably can't see it here, but for anybody that follows the lifeboat, she looks like Tommy's cat Squirrel. New Horizons, I'm glad you decided to pop in and say hi today. I love seeing new people in here. Anyway, hey Ben. Finally, your chat comes up. Have you not been able to chat? Because I know I have one particular channel where I'm always invisible. I don't know why. I've talked to the creator on that channel, and even he can't figure out why. Anyway, before I forget, don't forget, please, to do the YouTubey things. Your browser takes forever. I certainly understand that. And my phone's been really dragging lately. The browser on my phone drags really bad sometimes. Before I forget, you guys, please do the YouTubey things. Please like, dislike. I'm not here to tell you how to think. They kind of stole that from Kristen Melinda. And New Horizons, yeah, mostly just playing anything on my channel. I'll go check that out. Once we get done here, I have to go there and check that out. And please don't forget to subscribe if y'all haven't already subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get this channel to where, to monetization level. And I always love to hey Irish. Always love learning about new people. New Horizons says I'm planning on going. I'm sorry, says I'm planning on going on a whole bunch of trips for my channel. Hey, that would be fun. I'm jealous. I would love to travel, but we can't right now. Hey Brian, I hope I didn't step on your toes. I was kind of trying to wait until you were done or about done. I didn't want to go live over you, but I just knew I had a few minutes just to come and hang out. New Horizons is same with my channel. Oh, and thank you, Sandy, for dropping the links and for coming in here and modding for me. Brian, let's see. Brian has a show that he does in the mornings. So for any of you who haven't checked out Brian's show, I love watching Brian in the mornings because it tends to be a pretty peaceful stream with music and stuff, and it's really a good way to start the day. I am so sorry. Anyhow, so like I said, this is Sabrina. For those of you who don't know, this is my little snuggle buddy. And Brian, I know you especially, you and Sandy, I know y'all will want to see if I can get this turned a little bit without dropping Sabrina. You're propped up a little bit here. There's the dog of the hour. I don't know if you can see him. Jasper is sound asleep over there. Now Shelly's going to come up and say hi. Exactly, Irish. That's why I don't get to go there every morning. But the mornings I can, I at least pop in and say hi for a few minutes. Sorry, guys. Shelly's trying to type on here for me. Oh, since Sabrina's getting down, let's help Shelly out here. For those of you who don't know, I have several cats. This is Shelly. I don't know if Shelly's ever been on a stream before. Oh, yes. Poor Jasper. He's so underloved and neglected and starved. New Horizons said, I love cats. I have 2 cats named Harley and Turbo. Oh, we have more than 2. We actually have 13 cats. We did have 15, but 2 of them unfortunately passed away last year. But we had decided at one point no more cats. And my husband and I both said no more cats unless one just shows up in the yard. And 2 months later, here came this little girl. Found out later she was. We had a neighbor who has since been evicted from her house for reasons I don't know. But she put all of her cats outside and stopped feeding them. So, and Shelly was one. But I have another neighbor that works in rescue. So, one time you had 19 cats, New Horizons. See? You find your people everywhere. But I have another neighbor that works in rescue with cats. And she actually TNR'd all of the cats that lady had been dumped out, was trap, neuter, release. And Shelly was one of those. She came to us already spayed and everything. Anyhow. And at least I think the new neighbor, the neighbor that works with the rescue, she has Shelly's brother and mother. So she gets constant updates on Shelly, and she knows she's welcome to come by here and see her whenever she wants. Horizon says, we have a Great Dane and a Husky. Also, I love Huskies. I had Huskies for years. I had 3 Huskies, and then one I had a Rottweiler Husky and Shepherd mix. And we had 2 rescues that we didn't spay and neuter fast enough, so we had puppies. And I ended up keeping one of the puppies, and that girl was she was something else. Her name was the puppy that I kept. Her name was Smokey. Her parents were Red, and Red was her mama. Spike was her daddy. Anyway, I just lost Smokey 4.5 years ago, I guess. Gosh, I miss that dog. But now we get this guy. I don't know if he'll come say hi or not. He doesn't act like he feels real good today, which makes me nervous because he has seizures. I'm hoping he doesn't have one coming on. Come here, Jasper. Jasper. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Let's see. He will. Oh. I don't think he feels so good today. This is Jasper. He's our only dog right now. And he's rotten. Aren't you, Jasper? You okay, buddy? Yeah. Don't look like he's feeling so good this morning. All right, buddy. Go back to sleep. He's Jasper has seizures, and we don't have him on medicine yet. We're having to wait till we get the funding, to get the finances to get him on medicine. And we are really hurting financially here lately, so that might take a little bit. And also, sorry, my chat seems to have frozen. There we go. Well, maybe not. So Brian, how is Phil? Miss Shelly's in here? I miss Shelly. Where's Shelly? Oh, the cat. I'm sorry. I was thinking of another Shelly. And so how's Phil doing, Brian? I know you said something earlier about the dogs on the first half of your stream. I missed the first half, so oh anyway, I get to deal with doing taxes later. That's not gonna be fun. Taxes are boring. um so has anybody got any interesting plans this week? Got anything going on exciting? We really don't. We may get snow tomorrow, so we may end up having a snow day with the kiddo. For those who don't know, I have two daughters. One's 22. Oh, thank you, Irish. I appreciate you dropping in. But for those who don't know, that I have two daughters. One is 22 and one is 5. So yeah, we started over. And I have a granddaughter that's 3 months old. My granddaughter is it's so much fun to watch again. First of all, to watch her learning to do things, also watching my own daughter learn to be a mother and getting to help her with that has been absolutely a blessing. She has called me. She lives with her. Her and her boyfriend live with his parents, so she does at least have some help right there. But then she has called me a few times and said, "Hey, did I do this as a baby, or did her sister? Did she do that as a baby?" So, yeah. Anyway, my granddaughter is also, like I was saying last night, my granddaughter's learning to wave. Even though, at 3 months, I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what she's doing. She's mimicking. But when she waves, she doesn't know you're supposed to open your hand. So it's funny. She waves with her fist. It's so funny. But so if you the ones that are in here, I'm sorry, I can't seem to talk this morning. Do any of y'all have grandkids or kids or? I'm still trying to get my morning coffee so I can actually think this morning. Ben says, I'm hoping to restart my channel. I didn't, now that I think about it, I hadn't seen you go live in quite a while, Ben. Did you take a break or something? And I'm not going to say I stopped streaming, but I slowed down a lot just because of life, staying busy with the little one and, trying to keep up with all the animals and stuff. Yeah, I kind of slowed down on my streaming a lot lately, but I'm going to try my best to pick it back up and get it going again. Because like I said, I was told by someone not in the community. Yeah, anyone I had on were getting attacked because they used to be members of this or that channel. Got tired of reading my comments. I understand. I have been trying. I try to stay out of the drama as much as I can. There's no winners in that. Sandy says, I have god kids, Eleanor, Ellen, and Nathan. Oh, I bet you make a really good godmom. Yeah, I liked watching Ben as well. My thing is it's hard when people that you care for are bickering with each other. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I was fixing to say something, and now I don't remember what I was saying. My thoughts just went. Shoo. Is she in the fields? Yeah. Hard to keep up with that modern vernacular. Even when I had a teenager, it was hard to keep up with it. And now, she's not a teenager anymore. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and there are actually more animals in this house that I can't really get the computer over to. I actually have 4 hermit crabs now. I have become obsessed with them for some reason. Like I've got another tank up and getting it ready to get my current hermit crabs moved around and possibly even get more. My husband says I'm driving him crazy with it. But it's, like I said, it's not like we got money to go out and do things, so I like to just start fixing things up here. So I remember when someone, oh, dude, check this out. Isn't that sick? Meaning positive. Yes. And what's funny is now, I find myself, and I did this when my oldest was growing up too. I'll say something, like I can't think of an exact example right now, but, that would have been slang from when we were growing up. And my daughter looks at me like, what are you talking about? And I realized I did the same thing to my parents and grandparents. Oh, I remember hearing somebody say that, that's the cat's pajamas. I was like, what? What does the cat's pajamas mean? Oh yeah, it means something's cool. Anyway, so we had kind of a rough week last week. We had oh dude, that is so meta. Yeah, yep. And we had kind of a rough week last week. Jasper had a pretty bad seizure a week ago today. Sorry, and really scared me. It was one of the worst he's had. I think just when a couple times, just when I thought it was over, it was, he wasn't over. But we finally, he came out of it okay. He's worried about him. I'm trying to think of anything my grandparents would say that, something that I think is just odd. My husband and I were trying to figure out. My grandmother, her thing was always, oh, for the love of Pete. I mean, that could either be her frustrated or excited or something, whatever. And my child has started saying it. I don't say that. My husband doesn't say it, and I don't. My parents don't say that. It's really the only adults that she's around. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone down. I thought, I don't know where she come up with saying that, but I just think it's pretty cool that she's saying a saying my grandmother used to say. Yeah, I hear you. I say that now. It must be something about getting old. Yeah, I hear you. I will be 48 in August, and I know some people say, oh, that's not old, but feels old. I will tell kind of a funny story. And this is, I don't know how or when I started saying it. Yeah. I would tell you kind of a funny story is every time I hear that saying now, it makes me think of when um, my oldest daughter was about almost 5 months old. She wasn't quite 5 months old, and I took her. My grandmother by then was to her health would not allow her to travel. She couldn't come up here. She lived 500 miles away. Sorry, she lived in Florida. Well, And says, yeah, 52 is when my body started revolting against me. I hear you. But my grandmother, she couldn't travel up here. By then, she was 91 or 2. She was 92, I think, at that point. Well, so my sister and I decided that we would take my oldest, who was a baby at the time, like I said, not even 5 months old. We decided we would take her to my grandmother. So she wanted so bad to see her. It was my dad's first, and at the time, and for a long time, only grandchild. And my grandmother wanted to see her. So we decided we'd drive down there. My grandmother lived with my aunt at that time. And my aunt and uncle knew we were coming. My grandmother did not. So I remember we got down there. It was, actually probably about the same time in the morning. And my aunt had just made breakfast and brought it. Apparently she had just put it in front of my grandmother on her little rolling tray she had. And my sister walked in first, and I kind of hid around the corner with the baby. My sister walked in first, and my grandmother called her by name and said, "Well, what are you doing here?" She said, "I brought you a surprise," and I came around the corner, and that little rolling tray with that breakfast. It's a good thing it didn't tip over. That thing went flying across the room. My grandmother looked up and said, "Oh, for the love of Pete, give me that baby." She was so happy. She didn't let go of that baby for quite a while. I will never forget that. I wish we had gotten it on video. But at that time, aging myself a little here, the cell phones didn't really do video. And if they did, it wasn't very good. So we didn't have it on video, but I wish we had, because that was hilarious. That breakfast tray just went flying across the room. Oh. Anyway, there's just sorry, I just took a little trip down memory lane there. My grandmother ended up passing away when my daughter was just a year and a half, about a year and a half. And I remember my daughter would at the viewing, they had it at their church. Sorry. I'm gonna mute for just 1 second, guys. Hang on just 1 second. Sorry, I didn't want to cough in y'all's ears. But yeah, when my grandmother passed away, my daughter was a year and a half, and they had the funeral and viewing and stuff at their church. And I remember my daughter running up and down. The viewing. We let her kind of just run around with the family. So there was family all around there. So we were just kind of letting her go around and visit everybody. Anyway, she was running up and down the aisles at one point, telling everybody, "Shh, Great Gram's sleep." She said, "Great Gram's sleeping." So sweet. Because the thing is, when we went down for funerals and stuff, especially when she was little, and even when we ourselves were little, there was no keeping the kids away from the funeral, because we had nobody down there to watch her while we went to the funeral. So yeah, she had to go with us. Anyhow, like I said, I have a. So what time? Sorry, I gotta take the time. Waiting on a business that I need to call. I'm waiting on them to open at 9, so that's why I was just kind of chilling out here until that happens. I guess this would be. And Ben, I didn't realize. Ben, I knew you were a little bit older than me, but I didn't realize you were, that much older than I was. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to try to start planning out these streams a little better. This one is really last minute, kind of impromptu, and I might try to actually come on here with something to say. I think I'm going to do, I did one stream a while back about, from the battlefield that I live near. It's last minute works. Yeah, sometimes it does. But yeah, I do have like I said, I live near a battlefield. I've said that before. I think I'm gonna start doing some streams from there and kind of showing more of the history of the battlefield. The problem is my signal out there doesn't work very good. The one time I did a stream from out there, I kept freezing up. Sorry guys, my eyes are kind of bothering me this morning. Ben says, but yeah, I heard that you want to schedule 45 minutes in the future for notifications. Really? It's a good idea. Didn't even think about that. But anyhow, there for a while I was doing an open panel every week. I did it for several weeks in a row, but I may end up starting to do that again. Just to see who pops in, who comes in to talk or whatever. That was always fun. I was rewatching some of my old videos earlier, and I came across one of those, those open streams that I had. It reminded me that that was actually fun. I kind of miss doing that. Ben says that's what I heard. My notifications are so wonky. Mine too. Sorry, I got this thing on my cord that's stuck to it, and it's driving me insane. But yeah, mine. There's been so many times here lately when even somebody I mod for has gone live, and I've not gotten the notification. Like, really? Thanks a lot. I guess that's supposed to be that way. Anyway. I can't think of much anything else that I needed to say. But yeah, I did kind of overslept a little bit this morning. I hate those mornings when you get up and you're like, you're at the point where you're like, it's last minute. Okay, if I hurry, I'll be on time. I hate having to get up and rush. But we had to do that this morning. Thankfully, my daughter didn't fight me on it. Sometimes we have to get up and rush. She fights me. But she didn't this time. That child hates to be late anywhere. And the problem is, her mommy and even her daddy are kind of notoriously late. I try my best not to be, but it never works out. And it drives my daughter crazy. She doesn't want to be late anywhere. So it's actually a good thing. It kind of helps me. We do have to, I gotta go this, sorry guys, allergies and stuff are driving me crazy. But I need to have one of those little fiddle things for something to do with my hands. Anyway, we actually have an appointment this afternoon to go get my daughter's eyes checked because she's been squinting. She's 5, but she's been squinting to see things and complaining that she can't see this or that far off. So I guess she may end up having to wear glasses. Actually, we're pretty sure she will, since both sides of the family most either wear glasses, or in my husband's case, he's supposed to wear glasses and doesn't. So we're pretty sure she'll end up with glasses, but I keep telling her she would look, I think she'd look adorable in glasses. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with me this morning. Like I said, it's basically hey Warren, welcome in. Just fixing to wrap up here in just a minute. But and like I said, y'all, I'm really trying. I really want to get this channel built up and get it monetized, because I was told by someone not in the community, someone in real life, told me that I would, you'll never get monetized. You won't be able to get it. You won't be able to build it up that much. I want to prove them wrong so I can kind of rub it in their face a little bit. Plus, I just need, we need any more money we can get coming in is great. Because I never did wake up. I'm hoping to hit total consciousness when when it's time to go home. Only 9 more hours to go. I hear you. Oh, I used to work a customer service job. I worked at FedEx. We worked for doing customer service for FedEx. And now before that, thank you, Sandy. I had worked at Amazon, and Amazon you're always moving. So even if you're sleepy, if you get there and you're sleepy, you kind of tend to get woke up pretty quick because you're up, you're moving, you're doing, never still for very long, at least in the departments I worked in. Then I went to customer service job, and I remember sitting there at the computer struggling so hard to stay awake and listen to the customers I needed to listen to because I was so sleepy. But anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I do need subs. I do need watch hours. So if y'all could help me out, I would greatly appreciate that. As well, I couldn't handle, customer service. Yeah, it's not easy, especially in the department I was in for FedEx. What we did is we traced lost packages. So yeah, you got the really irate people. Before that, this same call center, just different department. I was working for DirecTV. And our department handled the customers that wanted to disconnect their accounts, and part of our job was de-escalation. Fun. Trying to convince them to, trying to calm them down and get them to stay. You talk about having a headache every day when I went home, I had a headache. Then for FedEx, like I said, I'm so sorry. I was one of those, like, if you get a package and it said, you look at the package tracking, it says delivered, and you don't have it when you call FedEx, I was one of those people that would call you back to start looking for your package. Yeah, we got some pretty upset people there too. I do remember one. Sorry. I can't even stop yawning. I'm sorry, guys. I remember one particular case that thankfully was not mine because I don't know how I would have handled this case. This lady was having her father's ashes shipped to her, and we lost them. Don't think we ever found them. Yeah, that was bad. But anyhow, I guess I do need to get off of here now. I've got to, like I said, do have some phone calls I need to make. I would really appreciate, I really appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out. And yes, customer service is very demanding work. It takes a lot of patience, which I seem to be a little short on these days. So I don't know if I could do it now. Besides my eyesight, it's kind of hard to look at a screen for a really long time. But anyway, because like I said, I got to go make my phone calls, but I'm so thankful to you guys for coming in. Sandy, thank you for modding. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to like or dislike or whichever, and please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Also, if you see someone without a smile, please make sure to give them one of yours because you never know what that person may be going through. I love you guys. I will see you. I will see y'all in the chats. Y'all have a good day. Good night. Good evening. Whichever it may be. Hey, oh, wait a minute. Before we sign off, I need to do something, Shelly. Hey, Shelly Kelly. I'm glad you caught me before I signed off because if you don't mind, I would like to do kind of do to you what I did to Yadira last night. Now, let me find what I'm looking for here. I know it's there. Hold on. Shelly, this definitely does not mean, not trying to pressure you to be here more or anything like that. I just, I know you're an awesome mod and you're an awesome friend. So I wanted to I kind of threw a wrench at you like I did Yadira last night. Anyway, thank you guys again. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be on again Thursday evening. I've already got it scheduled on my. Love you too, Shelly. I've already got it scheduled on my channel. So you guys have a great night. We'll see you in the chats. Bye. Great day.